Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Monet. I also go by Behind the Bee. I am a professional makeup artist and hairstylist. So I'm going to be starting a brand new series called Storytime in Makeup. I'm going to be giving you some stories based upon things that I've learned, crazy stories things that happened to me throughout my life. Also going to be doing makeup along with it. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the time I threw up in the club. Let's get into it. So for the makeup part of this entire video, I decided that I'm going to recreate the makeup look that I had for that night. This is it. If you can see here, not going to be the same products, but it's going to be pretty much a similar look. Not all of the same products, but it's going to be a similar look. So let's get started. So I already did my brows off camera and primed my eyelids. I used my Anastasia Dip Brow pomade in the color dark brown. And then I went in with my Morphe Cosmetics concealer in C4.25. And then I used the Crayon Case washable eye glue stick eyeshadow primer. Use that on my eyelids for eyeshadow base. And then I blend it all out with this brush, pretty much a fluffy brush, so that it can, you know, blend well into the skin. I like to use this brush for that purposes, just for this purposes. It's originally a crease brush to blend out, but I don't really like how it performs as a crease brush for eyeshadow, so I started using it for blending out my concealer. And then I just used my foundation on the top part. I used concealer underneath, foundation on the top part, and then blend that out. So I got my picture here on the side, and then I also have my mirror here. If you guys are wondering why I keep looking this way, I'm looking at myself in the mirror so that I can see better and get a because I can't see that at a distance. Using this palette, and I'm using a color red in the crease. This and put it all over the face. So we in there, and we found our section, and we're like, okay, cool, it's lit. We got a nice little area, nice little space. So the lady, the bartender, no, not bartender, bottle service girl, she comes over after a while. We get it set in. We take pictures. We're like, oh, this is nice, you know. I'm like, okay. We posted up in VIP. We posted up in VIP. It's lit tea. I'll put some more right here. We posted up in VIP, and it's lit tea. You feel me? So after a while, the bottle service girl comes over, and she just like, hi, my name is Tiffany. How are you guys doing today? What kind of service did you want to get? What kind of bottle did you want to get? She didn't sound like that, but we like, oh, do you guys have a menu? Nah, say nah. She pulled up with the menu. She was like, this is our menu. This is what we have to choose from. A, B, C, or D. And you pick one, and then your sides. I was just like, okay, girl. So she pretty much showed us the menu, and we was trying to pick between what kind of bottles we wanted to get. It's pretty much what kind of bottles and what else comes whatever with the service. If you don't know, The name of the club that we went to is called the Hudson Terrace, up in the club, up in New York. They have multiple locations, but the one that we went to is the one they're located in New York. So, we ordered bottle service. We decided to get Ciroc and Jack Daniels because the guys in my family, they like drinking all that hardcore stuff. They like, straight up, no chase. They'll probably do like a little bit of chase, probably some soda or something, but like for the most part, they like hardcore liquor because they like I'm a grown ass man. Like I don't really want to do too much of that fruity stuff. Like they'll clown you for it or whatever. Like they'll drink it, but they like nah. We need to run to the store and get some more, get some harder liquor. So we got Jack Daniels for the guys because that's pretty much what we came to the conclusion to get, and we got a Ciroc for us, but whoever wanted to drink Ciroc, drink Ciroc. So we start partying or whatever. One of the ladies came over and gave us a just using my beauty blender. One of the ladies came over and they gave us a cute little glow up thingy. It's a little stick, and it glows in the dark and has their logo on there. So I'm like, oh, that's cute. And so we just wave it around and everything. Wave it around. And hold on. It was a cute little glow in the dark stick thingy. So I'm like, I don't know where they got that, but I think it's them. They're like, oh yeah, they just pretty much gave it to us. I'm like, oh, that's cute. So the VIP was a couch. Like it was just like a little sectioned off area, but with a couch in there. So we in there chilling, listening to music. They playing some good music, and in there we noticed that there is, it's a rooftop kind of scene, and if you look up in the sky, you can see like kind of like a square cutout with the back part of the building there, and a little bit of lights flashing onto the brick wall, because the building that was there was brick wall, and there was lights flashing with their logo on there and some other colorful lashes. I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's a nice little scene. We should get that on camera. So we got it on camera and we recorded it. It was, I think I recorded some and then somebody else recorded it. So after a while, we sitting there and we're chilling. We start to notice that the people next to us kept coming over trying to get into our section. And we're like, yo, like not only were they trying to come over and get into our section, like they was full-blown bumping into us, like coming over, like leaning over on the couch, and just like, because they're drunk or whatever, like leaning onto the couch, leaning onto us, and we like, yo, like, what y'all doing? Like the guys was even starting to, like my uncles, my family's, the guys in my family was starting to get pissed off. Like they like, what are you doing? Like, chill, go somewhere with that. And we like, so they started doing it. So they moved, and we're like, all right, whatever. We go back to normal. Then they started doing it multiple times. And be like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on? So it got to a point where the lady who was cool with us, she sat with us and chilled with us all night. She was so nice. Even the bottom girl was so sweet. It got to a point where she had to tell them, like, you guys can't be over here. You're going to have to go back to your own section or go back to the regular dance floor, because I think some of them was from the section that was on the right of us, and then other people was like regular people on the dance floor. I'm using my Fenty matchstick in the color Espresso for contour, and I still use the Morphe concealer and blended it out with my beauty blender. So we're like, yo, so they like, yo, you gonna have to go back to go back to your section, like, or go back on the dance floor. Like, you're not allowed to be over here. This is for these people only. That's it. So they get up and leave, but then it happened a couple more times. And I'm just like, all right, now that's starting to get a little out of hand. That's starting to get annoying. So after a while, it did stop. It did stop after a while. So then we sitting there, we chilling, we drinking. So it was at one point I poured me a glass of Ciroc, and I'm just like, sitting there drinking it. I think they gave us champagne glasses. They gave us little small glasses of champagne, and I poured myself some Ciroc in there. I started drinking, I messed around and put my cup down. But I'm around family, so I don't have to worry too much about, like, somebody, doing some crazy stuff. So I just put my cup down. So D was like, yo, what you doing? I'm looking like, what happened? He like, no. What? Like, don't put your cup down. Like, what are you doing? You do not put your cup down. And my cousin sitting there looking like, he like, you don't put your cup down? That's not what we doing. Like, you keep your cup in your hand the entire time. You don't put your cup down. Like, you gonna drink, you gonna get lit, and don't put that cup down. I'm like, okay, all right, I hear you, all right. So I picked my cup back up, and I'm just like, okay. So after a while, we partying, everybody getting lit. As time start going over, everybody start getting more and more drunk. So we start taking more pictures and things like that. So then next thing I know, I look over and I see my uncle laying on the damn couch. Laying on the couch. And I look and I'm like, is he asleep? And everybody like, yeah, he knocked out. So then D's like, oh, we gotta get a picture. We gotta get a picture with this dude. So people start taking a sleep, and he knocked out like the whole time he was knocked out. He had to be knocked out for about probably 20 minutes straight, just like out of there. So they start geeking and taking pictures with him. So my cousin like, by this time he drunk AF. Like, he is drunk AF, gone. So they taking pictures, and the picture came out so funny. Like, and we're just like, yo, that is too funny. He really over here knocked the heck out, sleep on the couch in the middle of this club, looking like a straight old head that he is. So we just laughing and stuff, taking pictures and making fun of him and whatever. This time everybody getting more and more drunk. So then after a while, I don't know who ordered it, but somebody ended up ordering a bottle of champagne. So I'm like, oh, okay, who ordered a bottle of champagne? They like, we think D did. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So we was like, oh, we gonna pop a bottle. And I'm like, okay. Hey, I get to pop my first bottle. Like, it's gonna be lit. Like, so I get ready to hold the bottle up to get ready to pop it. So, they like, whoa. Like, nah, don't try to aim that. Be careful where you aiming at. You might pop somebody's eye out. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think it was that deep, but all right. I ain't think not that you won't be able to pop somebody's eye out, but I didn't think I was, getting ready to pop somebody's eye out with how I was positioning. I'm using my Laura Mercier setting powder to set my face. In a color translucent setting powder and a color medium deep. And yeah. So they like, whoa, like you need to be careful, like don't just be pointing that bottle just anywhere. Like, be careful with that. So I'm like, okay. So then my cousin decides she wanna come over and help me, with opening it and where to point it and everything. I'm like, okay, I pretty much got it after that. So I popped the bottle and we like, wow, wow. How girls do, be yelling and stuff like that. So I'm hyped. I just popped my first bottle and I poured the first glass of champagne. I'm like, hey, it's lit. Like, we really in here popping bottles and stuff like that. Like, I guess I was just still in shock pretty much of the fact that, this is really it right now. So okay. Then we gonna take the end of it. I do this sometimes. And we gonna cut that bad boy. We gonna cut that bad boy. I don't really bake too long when it comes to baking. Like, I might do this right here to set my makeup, but I don't leave it on for long. I stopped baking. I used to bake at one point in time, but I stopped because I feel like it's like my skin is dry, so it's not good for baking. It's not good for dry skin. It'll give you dry patches out the behind. Like, honestly, just putting powder on top of your skin is good enough. You don't need to sit there and have a huge row of powder sitting on your face. It's really truly not necessary. Only time it's kind of good is if you know you have dry skin. Like, if you know for a fact your skin is completely dry. And the purpose of setting your skin is to get rid of all the oil, the excess oil onto the skin that your skin builds up over time. Powder sucks all that up. It pulls it all out of your face. And when you have dry skin, you need the oil, you need the moisture. You don't need too much oil, not too much moisture, but you need some. And sometimes when we over bake, it can suck all that out, and then that's when you start to look patchy and just not cute all in general. So that's why I, for one, stopped baking as much. Like, I'll probably sit the powder on my face. I'll probably like put it like I'm baking to, now I just leave it to cutting the crease. But for the most part, I use a skinny brush and just swipe it underneath the eye. I'll just swipe it underneath the eye, swipe it on the nose, swipe it anywhere. But if I want to do that cut part, then I'll take either a brush or my beauty blender and do that. And then after that, leave it on for a little bit and swipe. And even after leaving it on for a little bit and then brushing it off, I still get the cut effect. So no, I don't have any problems with getting a cut effect. Especially if you're contouring first. Especially if you contour first and then use the powder, no, you'll definitely have it. You'll definitely still have the line. So, okay, now we're gonna set the face with the setting spray. Again, grow. Put the lid back on there. I like to set my face first before I put on mascara, because I realize if I put on mascara and then set my face, mascara will either get on the bottom lash or run or get inside my eye, which is like creepy and scary, and you just don't want it inside your eye. So when I started doing that, that's when I realized I haven't really had problems like that with mascara getting inside my eye. So we popped a bottle of champagne, and I was like, I was enjoying myself. We was dancing. I was sitting on the couch like, da, 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 da. I don't know why I was just like, we be big pan fast in the cheese. We be like, it was really fun. So then after a while, we sitting there chilling. At some point, D goes and order another bottle of wine. I mean, not wine, a bottle of champagne. We're like, oh, we got another bottle of champagne. The first one, he was like, all right, cuz, this is yours. I'm pulling the mirror closer. He's like, all right, cuz, this your bottle. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I held on to it. I had the bottle in my hand the whole time. I'm like, it's my bottle. Like, that's my personal bottle. So at some point, he orders another bottle of champagne. I'm like, oh, he got money. I'm like, he got money. Ordering another bottle of champagne. Like, oh, okay, cuz. Okay, I see you. With this one, second bottle of champagne, right, he orders, and it take a little bit for it to come out. So when it finally came out, it got to him, he decides that this time he want to pop the bottle. So I'm like, okay. So he go to open the bottle, right? And he like, go to open the bottle. And he like, I don't know, I guess I wanted something. Not something. I guess I wanted some. So for some reason, I was just like, I don't know what possessed me. But for some reason, I was just like, tilt my head back. And I think Trey Songz's song was on. I think that's probably what possessed me. They had that Trey Songz song that was on that was like, go girl, it's your birthday, open wide, know you thirsty, say ah. And for some reason, I said ah. So I was like, say ah. And this mofo came over and was like, and we got this on camera and everything. This mofo came over, opened that bottle, and poured it in my mouth. It was like, say ah. The next thing I know, the whole thing is just spilling everywhere. Like, he overflowed it so much that it just started spilling everywhere. And I'm in there like, say ah. And then when it started spilling, I'm like, say ah. I was like, I don't know what possessed me. I was just going, and I was like, next thing I know, I hear this girl in my ear, and you can see her in the video too. And she like, and I'm like, oh. And that was the time I drove the boat. I drove the boat. Listen, I drove the boat before Megan even said drive the boat before everybody else was out here driving the boat. I drove that boat. We got it on camera, so now every time I look back on that video, I just be like, yo, that was crazy. Like, it was too funny. So I think the part where stuff started to get crazy was after I had champagne, because I was fine and I was getting a little tipsy or whatever. But I think when you mix it with that champagne, that's what set me off. And all the girls and me are just dancing. We dancing and dancing and dancing. It's cute. My other cuz, she there too. And she dancing, having herself a good old time. She was looking cute. Really, everybody was cute. But I'm just saying. So, we're going to go back into this palette again. And we're going to do smaller brush. So, then after a while, I think that's what really, put the icing on top of the cake was when I really started drinking that champagne. So, or, drive the boat when I drove the boat. So, after a while, I was just like, you know, I gotta pee. So I'm like, hey y'all, I gotta pee. I'm gonna head to the bathroom. It was like, so my other cuz, who's who was also there too, she was like, okay, I'm gonna go with you, honey. Come on, let's go. We'll go to the bathroom with. I'll go to the bathroom with you. We started heading to the bathroom, and mind you, like I said before, it's a you got a bum rush to pretty much get through the crowd. You got a bum rush to get through the crowd because everybody's body to body and it's super tight up in there. So we squeezing our way through the crowd or whatever. And, you know, to get to the bathroom, just so I could use the bathroom. Oh yeah, my cousin had to use the bathroom too. So that's another reason why she wanted to go. She like, yeah, me too, girl. Let's go. And I'm like, okay. So we get in the bathroom, and I think it was my cousin, me, and my mother in the bathroom. So we like, yeah, you know, we just in there talking and everybody peeing or whatever. And then just all of a sudden, out of the blue, it hit me. I'm like, oh shoot, what the heck is that feeling? So I'm like, sitting there pausing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't feel good. And I'm like, oh snap, I gotta throw up. Go to the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom stall, and then all of a sudden it was just like everywhere. I'm like, no, I didn't just throw up in this. And I'm like, when I get drunk, I be getting goofy and stuff like that. So I'm just in there like, ew, I just threw up. I'm like, that's trifling. Like, that's all I kept saying was like, that's trifling. Like, I was disgusted by it myself. Like, I felt so bad because I'm like, whoever got to come in and clean it, whoever works here, they got to come in and clean that up. I was starting to feel so bad. Like, ew, that's disgusting. I threw up everywhere. And when I tell you I threw up everywhere, I threw up everywhere. I threw up on the toilet, on the floor, on the wall, on the freaking back part of the thing a little bit, the back part of the toilet a little bit. I threw up everywhere. And I was disgusted. I was like, oh. And I hate throwing up. That's one thing about me. I hate throwing up for the life of me because it's like I don't like the feeling of not being able to control your body when you throw up. I don't like that feeling at all. Like, I can't stop whenever I want to. Like, if I want to stop, I can't stop. Like, it's just uncontrollably every time I throw up. And then it feels like I'm about to freaking kill over. So, all the time. So, every time I throw up. So, it's just, no, I hate it. So, I'm like, yo. And it was at that time, my mother was in there. She was in the stall with me. And she was pretty much, you know, helping me out with everything. And she was just like, I'm so upset that you got this drunk. And, you know, her whole thing was just like, I'm so upset I allowed you to get this drunk to the point where you started throwing up and all this other stuff. Started feeling like she a bad mom. I'm like, this is not the first time I've been drunk. Not the first time I've been drunk. And it's alright though. Like, it's really alright. At the end of the day, it's alright. Like, it's not okay to be sitting somewhere drunk out of your mind. You know, to, like, please be by all means, drink responsibly, and don't drink underage. Although I know some kids out there that be okay. I can't talk too much, but you know, just try to stay safe out here, guys. But I'm using Sephora eyeliner, retractable eyeliner that's waterproof by the Sephora brand. really like this eyeliner. I think this eyeliner is I think it's very dark and it's creamy to draw on. I don't feel like it personally gives me any problems. I feel like it's easy to apply. To me, it's easier to apply, and it's very dark. Like, you see the difference already? Just by this eyeliner alone. And yes, I do pull down my eyelids. I am not the queen. Like, I will pull that bad boy down. To get up in that crease. Okay, Pooh? So, yeah. So, now I'm going to be using blush. And I'm using this e.l.f. I think they're called e.l.f. Cosmetics and Blushing Rose blush. I like their blush. Their blushes are they're cute. And this one has a little bit of shimmer in there. A little bit of shimmer specks. So you kind of get like a nice little highlight moment and blush moment at the same time. So if you don't ever really want to, and it's soft. I feel like it's really soft on the skin. Soft color on the skin. So if you don't really want to put on highlight, you don't have to, because this blush is kind of like your highlight at the same time. But we putting on highlight, girl. So we're putting on highlight. So okay, so this is the finished look. I just added some lip liner and lipstick. I used my NYX lip liner and my ColourPop Times Square nude lipstick, and I used e.l.f. blush, and I used my Juvia's Place, the Nubian by Juvia's Place loose highlighter in the color Nubia, and I put that here on the cheekbones, right on the nose, and that's pretty much it. So pretty much after that, I came back out from the bathroom, and my cousin was like, yeah, let's go to the dance floor and let's dance. So I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, I still had the bottle in my hand, and I'm like, okay, we're about to go turn up on the middle of the dance floor. You know that. So after scooching through the crowd to pretty much get through to the center of the dance floor, I'm like, okay. So we start partying, and I'm like, ooh, one of my songs came on, and I was like, yo, I'm not trying to hop on this bar right now and bust out twerking. So I was trying to keep my composure. I'm like, let me just do my little 1, 2, 1, 2, and just be about my day. Like, don't bust out into a, kind of thing. So, we dancing, and I'm like, I'm in these huge platforms. I'm like, this floor is slippery because somebody done freaking spilt their drink on the middle of the dance floor. And I'm like, I'm not trying to slip and fall and bust my behind. So I'm just like definitely taking my time, 2-stepping, doing my little 1, 2, and after that. So then I noticed my cousin is standing there, and this guy comes over to her, starts kicking at her, and I'm like, okay, let me go over here and try not to be the third wheel, even though I'm the third wheel. Like, let me act like I'm not the third wheel. Just mind my business, continue dancing or whatever. So, but she was just like, pretty much like, I don't think she was into it as much. I thought she would have been, but I don't think she was really into him. She was like, no, honey, no, thank you. You can't sue for me. Period. But after that, we was like, all right, let's just head back to the section because this floor is slippery, and we might end up busting our behinds in the middle of this dance floor, especially me being in these tall platforms, shoes. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we start heading that. So we start heading back. And mind you, the dance floor was already, they already made way so they don't have to slip. So that part of the dance floor was already like, people started moving out that way. So we head back to the section and we just continue, with partying and dancing and whatever. And I'm noticing, people having fun, people being on the couch in front of us. Like, I think they had another couch in the area kind of a little bit further ahead of us. And they having fun, and we started noticing people, doing wild stuff, being funny, and we cracking up, laughing, drinking some more, and all that other stuff. So then, after a while, it was time to go. So we like, all right, let's wrap it up. And, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, my feet is hurting. Like, I'm ready to take these dang shoes off. Like, but normally I don't just, randomly take my shoes off. I would either keep them on or put on some flats or socks or whatever, and then, go about my day. But this time I'm just like, my feet are like so painful. I really don't care at this moment. I just want to take them off. So I took them off. And I'm just walking around like, yeah, okay, all right, cool. And I put them on the couch next to me so I can know where they are. So we're like, all right, this is about the time where the club is starting to wrap up. So we like, oh, let's get a group picture. Let's get a group picture with everybody. So we all lined up on the couch and formed a circle so we could take the picture. And the girl who was hanging out with us all night, one of the workers, she takes the picture. It's actually her and a couple other people who take the picture too. So we sitting there and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, taking my picture and everything. And we're like, okay, cool. Mind you, throughout the whole thing, we got pictures, videos, and everything. So I'm like, everybody, send them to me. Whoever got a video, whoever got a picture, or whatever, send it to me so I can have it and post it later. So, in which we did. So then after that, it was time to go. So we like, come on. So me and mother, she's still in her heels. So I'm like holding on to her arm, holding on to her wrist, so we make sure she don't fall. I grab my heels and I'm like, I'm tiptoeing towards the door. Like, my feet ain't in pain right now. Oh, God, honey. So we can start going downstairs and we like, all right, what y'all about to do? Everybody like, yeah, we going back to the house. And, I think some people do whatever they like to do after that. Pretty much after that. If they drink some more, if they go to sleep or whatever, I don't know. So we like, oh, what y'all want to do? We hungry. Y'all want to go eat? And they're like, yeah, we'll go eat. So one of my cousins, female cousins, she's like, yeah, we could go eat. There's this diner around the corner. Let's go over there and get some breakfast. They should still be open. We like, all right, it's lit. Let's go over. So we get there and we in a restaurant and the waiter is just like, he's really nice, taking our order and everything, and I'm just like, I don't know what I want. So I didn't know what I want. So I'm just talking and rambling. We all talking, and I was just rambling about whatever I was talking about. So I finally ordered bacon, eggs, and I think pancakes or whatever. So the food gets there, and I'm just sitting there, not even eating, and I'm like, and they're like, Mo, what's wrong? My mother's like, Mo, come on, eat your food. I'm like, I want to eat it, and I'm like, I'm sad. She's like, why? I'm like, because I want to eat it, but I'm too tired to eat. I don't know what it was. Like, I wanted my food, but I'm like, too tired to eat it. Like I was just like like I'm just not in the mood to eat right now. But I wanted my food, so I'm just rambling, but whatever I'm talking about. So then I'm like, oh, can I take it home? Can I be able to take it home? They like, no, this is a diner. They're not gonna let you take it home. No, this diner is not gonna let you take it home. You can't take it home. I'm like, why? I want it though. She like, well, you should have eat it. So after that, we pretty much, finished chopping it up, finished eating. Then we left. And after we left, we pretty much went back to our hotel room. And that was the end of that. So, all in all, I have to say, one, it's good to, if you're gonna get drunk like that, especially for females, if you're gonna get drunk like that to the point where you're throwing up or something like that, it's good to make sure that you are around people who are either family or really care about you, and you know that if something go down, they're there to help you and protect you and ride for you whenever you need to be, because anything can go down if you're in the club. People could be trying to spike drinks. People try to take advantage. Guys be all up in your face and all kinds of stuff. Especially if you're like I'm not little, but I'm pretty sure compared to some other guy, some guys who are taller, bigger, and everything, they're looking at you like your little ass, pretty much, So, or, excuse me, your little self. So, it's good to have people around like that to be able to get drunk like that with. You don't want to just get drunk with people that you can't trust, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it and stuff start to pop off and anything happen and then people are not there for you, or they can't trust you, or they turn on you, you already know what happens after that. Another thing to learn is that sometimes it's good to chill out on the drinks. Like, it's good. Like, it's fun in games to get drunk. It's fun in games to have a drink, celebrate, whatever. But sometimes you gotta know your limit. You gotta know, like, all right, this is it, And another thing, don't mix. When they tell you don't mix, don't mix. Ciroc and champagne, don't mix it. Jack Daniels, Ciroc, champagne, don't mix it. Don't mix it. It's not the same family. Don't mix it. I know champagne is light, Ciroc is light. Champagne kind of got a color, but it has a color, but don't mix it. Because once you mix, that's when crazy stuff starts to happen. And I think that's when I'm in the club and that's when I'm in the bathroom and I'm throwing up. Because we mix it. Don't mix. Don't be crazy out here. But anyway, another takeaway. New York is popping. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. New York is popping when it comes to the nightlife. But I really did enjoy myself. It was definitely a night to go down in history. It was lady. It was lady. It was lady. It was a lady. This is this look here. I've recreated. Like I said, this is the look that I had for that night. I did something similar to this. Well, pretty much, this is the whole concept. May not be the same things, but this is the concept. This is the look that I did. I just recreated the look that I had for my birthday, minus the curly hair, minus the hair clips. I just had my hair up into, this is back when I had blonde hair. I just had my hair up into a bun. And had my dress on. It was popping. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your peeps, with my peeps, with your mama, with your auntie, with your uncles and your nephews. Share, like, and subscribe, honey. Hit that subscribe button. And in the meantime, I will be having more videos coming your way, coming right at you. You feel me? And like I said, this is going to be a brand new series that I am starting on my page. And it's going to be, for now, for this one, this is going to be crazy birthdays / parties. Pretty much crazy birthdays and parties that I've been to. And, you know, just the stuff going down. And, you know, doing makeups and tutorials for you. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. It's like, nah, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye.